some games, watching day one, and watching these competitors try and work their way into finals day two. And this is going to be, we're hopping right into Opsine versus Alizon. How do you feel about this matchup, Ike? What are you thinking?
Now, I believe Alizon, I've played him before. He's in Edmonton, correct?
Yes, Alizon is an up-and-comer from Edmonton, and it's unfortunate. He's one of those guys that right before COVID hit, he was on the come-up, right?
So like I said, I played him a bit, and not a lot of people play Mewtwo. I'm not saying Mewtwo's a bad character. It's just not a lot of people play him, and he was making some moves. And
he was making it work, man. He was making it work. And Opsine, on the other hand, a BC Villager player, did attend offline tournaments, but since going online, he's been on the grind and he's been making a name for himself pretty big out here. So I'm interested to see what these guys bring to the table. I believe Alizon made an upset to get here, to get this far into losers, and Opsine actually was upset to get down here by a Min main.
Oh, well, new characters, it's not a lot of people, as you can imagine, have practiced Min. Elite Smash is technically practiced only in, as a technicality.
As an ideology. We're seeing Opsine with an early read right now. Mewtwo does have that Shadow Ball. It will go through the little slingshot bullets. That's what you don't want to see right there.
Yeah, exactly. But at this point, it's kind of nice for Alizon because at this point he knows that you can't pocket anymore. So if you're just gonna hold it, which he did, he can sort of freely throw things or get thrown like that strong villager back throw, which takes pretty hard.
Yeah, we're also Mewtwo has the tools to deal with this matchup. We're seeing his side B used as a reflector. Shadow Ball can kind of compete at that projectile range, but where this matchup becomes really hard is how big Mewtwo is. Just having that huge body against Villager where he just kind of nickels and dimes you until all of a sudden, you're at 60% and what happened?
Yeah, the forward air on smaller characters, Ness, Pichu, it's pretty hard to hit, but with just a huge body like Mewtwo, it's pretty hard not to get
Absolutely, man. Opsine making the most of this lead, taking that first stock and putting on at least 73 before it's answered back right now.
Opsine, he's doing a really good job. He says, I have the lead and I have a multitude of projectiles. So even if you're going to reflect it, it doesn't do that much to me.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing a really good job of, knowing where his strengths are, knowing where, he can play the game, what's safe, what to do when. And so, Alizon's putting on a little bit of damage, but, he's not getting the kill. And Opsine from the depths of hell.
With 3 turn-ups. Sometimes it's just your shot. Unfortunately, we don't know how to press the technique.
No, a little delay, and I don't think anyone knows how. The tree actually going through the dash attack right there. Opsine getting a healthy chunk of damage for that one too.
He's a stock ahead. He's a good percentage ahead, and like you saw earlier, even if you reflect the gyro, he's not even looking to pocket the gyro. He's just hopping over and throwing more projectiles at him.
Yeah, man, this is one of those times where you can see Opsine definitely living his best life right now. We throw out a Lloyd Rocket, we throw out a couple slingshots. We retreat with a Nair. There's nothing you got to be worried about. There's nothing going wrong right now because you have a full stock to work with. And as long as Alizon, gets impatient and isn't, as strong as you at playing that slow game, you're gonna win just eventually. That's just how it works.
Right, and I'm seeing a lot of Mewtwo spacing tools, the down tilt, the F tilt. He's not even really getting close enough to use that. And when he does, that happens, and he axes them in the face.
Yeah, and that was a nice option coming out from Opsine right there. It's one of those options you don't really expect because he doesn't always have the axe available. And so coming down with that B reverse axe, you let him know real quick how you feel about him.
With that, I would say that was a pretty dominant game one. With Mewtwo, like I said, with Mewtwo spacing, it just really wasn't working out. Opsine was happy to throw the gyro, to throw the projectiles, to throw out a Nair, and just be safe and out of danger.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to see. I think the big difference is we're gonna have to see Alizon put on a little more pressure, but I think a little more smart pressure. Because one of those things you can kind of get caught up in, especially when playing against his owner, is just being like, I gotta hit him. I gotta hit him. If I can hit him, we can start advantage. We start playing the game, and you just start throwing out moves.
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, yeah, I was gonna say one thing that he could throw out, say more safely, is smaller shadow balls. You saw he mostly waited for the big ones, but even just to throw out the little ones, just to throw out a bit of pressure and make him uncomfortable. So
what's going on over here? Alizon trying to make it count. Oh my goodness!
You see, you don't want to land on stage because you'll get punished. But you don't want to land off stage and lose a stock, because that is the biggest punishment.
Yeah, I was going to say, getting punished is a lot better than what just happened.
So, through sheer fear, yeah.
That's what we'll call it, man.
So far, so good. I don't really see much of a change. Like I said, I would like to see smaller shadow balls, just so he, instead of constantly throwing out things, the villager has something to deal with, and not even something good, just a tiny little annoying thing, so he can't keep buttons on him.
I'd like to see, honestly, I'd like to see Alizon slow the game down right now. Now that he's kind of been gifted the lead, if he can kind of maintain it, especially 60 or 70% into that next stock, that's a good place to be. And that puts just enough pressure on Opsine that he can't play that zoning game that we know he's so comfortable with. Oh, he was going for an axe right there.
I like this. He's playing more patient. He's essentially, making the villager do what the villager doesn't want to do. Go in. He just has to.
Oh, no jump though. And we've seen Opsine go for that a couple times. He'll throw out that slingshot to make you go low, and then he'll catch you jumping up with the nair.
Yeah, the nair is a really nice hitbox. It's just long and it works. I think with the down smashes at ledge, he's trying to catch the balloons, kind of make the hitbox linger. Because if it does, he might be able to just catch him.
Yeah, and Mewtwo's down smash is huge, so that's definitely something you can do.
I'm really liking this stock a lot more. He's not the smallest shadow balls, but the slightly bigger one. So it's like you can catch it if you want to. If you don't, it'll just clank with the gyro. So he's putting on some nice safe pressure. Yeah,
and Mewtwo was buffed like that just recently, where those shadow balls come out faster. So let's put them to use. Ooh, back throw? Not quite.
Almost.
Is he gonna go off stage to try and get him? Tries to read the jump, but Opsine. Wait, whoa! What was that?
You would have thought, I thought it was a fair from the Mewtwo, but nope.
Was that an axe?
The axe comes in handy.
Killed Mewtwo at like 80%. That's crazy.
Strong.
Oh, and what a turn of events for Alizon.
This is a tough one. He's gotta take a breath. He's gotta take a breath. He's taken so much damage in so little time, and once again, Opsine is just.
Oh my goodness.
Can he?
Oh my gosh! Opsine went to the depths, and Alizon was unable to punish on his recovery right there. It's not what you want to see. It's not what you want to see. Oh, that saddle ball extended the hitbox on axe, allowing him to run into it. Opsine.
That was, Opsine. That first, he threw away a stock, but he said, "My name's Villager." He punched his controller from a safe distance. And he brought out an axe again and again. And you know what? I respect him for it.
I can't believe that second stock just swiped him at 80. Swiped right. I'll be seeing you later.
I didn't see a lot of, combos from Mewtwo. And Mewtwo, it's not a combo character, but he has some things he can do, and it was just kind of hits there and back. And if you're going to nickel